KTSU, your member-supported public radio station, just coming out of a little thing we like to call the Caribbean Vibe Hot Mix. And of course, DJ Yellow is just mashing it up. The place real warm, the studio real warm right about now.
Well, it's fixing to get warmer, excuse me. Because on the phone line, we got the man.
And of course, we got a very special guest on the phone line. His name is Mr. Protoje. You there with us, Protoje?
Yeah, man, blessed Lord, you can hear me?
Yeah, we're hearing you loud and clear. Houston, hearing you loud and clear.
Sound good. Yeah, man, give thanks for having me on the show. It's a pleasure, you know?
Yeah, man, it's a pleasure. For me, this is a big pleasure to talk to you, you know, because I've been following your career, I've been following your vibes, I've been appreciating the vibes you're bringing out, and so I'm real glad to talk to you. So how are you doing tonight?
I'm good. I'm just here. I'm at home in St. Elizabeth in the country, about to go into the city for the weekend to do a performance. So just laid back, chilling out, you know. All
right. So you're from country originally. You're originally from country, so that's where you're born and raised and thing.
Yeah, man. I live in Kingston now for a couple of years, well. So, and kind of get the best of both worlds. But originally from St. Elizabeth, Jamaica.
All right. And for those who don't know, explain what's the difference between growing up in country and growing up in Kingston and thing.
Growing up in the country is a lot freer, is wide open as a youth, running up and down, you know, playing on, you know, big open spaces of land and just, you know, being out there. And, you know, in the city now, it's much more intense, much more fast, much more crowded. You know, and space is way more limited, so you kind of grow up different. So
right.
I grew up most of my childhood down in the country.
Okay. You went to Monroe, right?
Right, yes.
All right, cool. One of my partners went Monroe, so he wanted me to big you up and say...
Oh, yeah, man, that's how Monroe students are, very cliquey.
For real, everything for him is college. So.
Yeah, man, the one college, you know? Yeah, man.
Scene. So, all right, so let's talk a little bit about your name. How did you come across with the name Protoje, and what does it mean, and all that kind of thing?
Well, Protoje in general is referred to like a student. The other half of the mentor-protege relationship, and my real name is OJE, so I kind of just switched the spelling on the word, and since I was such a student of the music also, it kind of was just fitting to me, so I went with it.
Right. Okay, so if there's a protege and there's a mentor, so who do you look up to in the industry? Who's your mentor?
I had many mentors, over the time, different people. First my mother, and then people that I don't even know, like Annika Mosier, Black Uhuru has been silent mentors to me just by studying their actions and the focus put into the music and the style of the music that they made, and you know, stuff like that. So I really kind of try to learn from everybody that went before me.
Okay. So who are your influences?
What's that?
I say, who are your, besides, I know you talk about Annika Mosier and thing, who else were your major influences?
He's the main one. Annika Mosier is the main one, and Buju Banton also too, and even Damian Marley. And naturally a lot of music from the early 80s, as I said, Black Uhuru, Hugh Mondale, you know, those people. And even some like hip-hop too, and DJ, dancehall, I listen to, you know, all of that stuff.
Yeah, Protoje, this is DJ Yellow. How you doing, my friend?
I'm good, man. How are you stay?
Yeah, I see your music is more on the culture side, but talking to you on the question that you just answered a while ago, you look like you're away from the old school. And what makes you stick on the culture side of the music and not more like the dance hall? Could you elaborate on that a little bit? Because your music is more culture.
It's just, it's just what my meditation is as a person. Like, I gravitate towards a certain, you know, type of energy, and even more so as I move and grow is, you know, basically the message in my music is Rastafari, you know. And I'm going to talk about certain other things because it's not in my meditation to do so, and I don't make music to see what fits in. I make music to express myself. So what you hear me sing about is what I think about, and I'm just expressing it out there. So it kind of just, and then musically, you know, the music that I really love is that roots reggae. So I'm not going to be doing other music because it's more trendy. It will just be awkward for me to be doing that.
Selassie. So how did you start in your career? You know, how did you first started singing music, or how did you get recognized? Who brought you out and the scene?
I mean, the first song that I really did was produced by DJ Kareem. It's a Silicon Renaissance disco, and he had a rhythm for a song that would later be Arguments, and that was the first song that I recorded, and that was the only song I had for 1 year. It's the only song I pushed for that whole year. And that song really put me out there to people and really introduced me to the reggae fraternity.
Right.
All right. So your last album, it was called The 7 Year Itch. And the song itself, 7 Year Itch, you kind of talk about your story and your background. Give people that haven't heard that song a little explanation of what that means to you and how you came across with the name 7 Year Itch.
Yeah, the 7 year itch is a thing that they say married men get after 7 years, they become unfaithful. So it was me being, I guess you'd say, married to the music for 7 years and really didn't achieve what, you know, one would call success, you know, nobody not hearing the music or whatever. So it was me doing the album, was me kind of scratching the itch here, and that song now was just kind of talking about how long I was doing music for. You know, my mom had sent me to school and I came out and I'm just doing music and not really happening from it yet. So that song was to set the tone of the story of me because I wanted to introduce myself to the listener.
Right. Okay. And the song you did, Rasta Love, with Kimani Mali, how did that collaboration come about?
That song is just, I was in Canada, so I can't remember. I was in Canada, I was in Manifesto Festival in Canada, and Donald called me on the phone and told me that that Kimani is going to sing the hook on the song because the hook was there already, you know.
Right.
And he decided to do it, and that song kind of just caught on from day one it came out. It was just never stopped growing, and I mean, I give thanks to Kimani for the collaboration, and still, you know, the record is still moving to this day. So, this day.
Right. So, do you write a lot of your music, or do you?
Excuse me?
But I say, do you write a lot of your music, or do you work with other people? Oh.
No, I mean, I wrote every song on 7 Year Itch. I wrote all 13 songs on it myself, and I wrote 13 of the 14 on my second album too. Okay. With like 3 of them, you know, co-written because it's featured with people too and stuff. But I really write all of my music, about 95%. I'm around people that may give me lines every here and there because, you know, talented musicians in my band or you know what I mean? We kind of, this certain set of artists we have now, we'll work with each other on a song, right? You know what I mean?
Right. Okay. Yeah. So let's talk about the new album then. It's called The 8 Year Affair. So
yeah.
What's the theme for that? What's the theme for this album and what you're looking?
Well, you don't know after the itch comes the affair, you know what I mean? So I had to finish it up properly and give a sequel. I'm into movies. I'm into old movies, and I tell you a secret too. I haven't really spoken about this, but I just have the vibe tonight. 7 Year Itch was naturally also influenced by that movie from, I think it's 1955 with Marilyn Monroe called The 7 Year Itch.
Right.
I think it's in the 50s, right? So I kind of got the idea from then, and then there was another movie I really liked too from in the 60s called The Thomas Crown Affair.
Right.
And I used to, when I was watching The Thomas Crown Affair, there was a lot of similarities I found between it's gonna be weird to tie it in, but there was some similarities in his psychological makeup that I really connected with, and I just kind of figured out that the 8-Year Affair would be a good sequel to the 7-Year Itch, and I'm into movies like that, so I just wanted to create a sequel for the first album.
Sure. All right. And making this album, what was it? How was it like making this album? Was it more challenging to make an album, make this one as compared to 7-Year Itch? Because now you're a bigger artist and you have more exposure and things. So was it more difficult or was it easier? How was the process of making this one?
The first one, you see, the first one, why the first album is always the easiest, is that you've spent your entire life writing it. You know what I mean? Like, I spent 7 years trying to put out music, so I spent all that time writing on the album. The second one now, I kind of started it at the end of the first one, and I wouldn't really say it was harder, but it was naturally, there's more pressure. On the first one, there's really no pressure, but for me, I don't really feel the pressure like that. I always knew that I wanted to do music, and I would never be just doing one album, so I was always prepared to do the second one. And I mean, at the last part of the album now, when it was about to be finished, I started to be a little more emotional about it, because I was wondering, I wonder if it's good enough or what people are going to think. And I never leave my first and my last song on the album until everything else is done. So when everything was done, from 2 to 13 was done, I decided to start and close the album, with the emotions that I felt at that time. So
right.
The first track, The 8-Year Affair, and the last track, Music from My Heart, is a really good indication of how I felt there at the end, you know what I mean? So I speak about, I've got to keep it in my lane, because all the praise you gain can be taken, all the same I've seen it happen to you same. Because I remember when he came second at the national trials in Jamaica, a lot of people were beginning to talk about him like he was done, and I was like, yo, this person can win 6 gold medals and break 6 world records and lose one race, and everybody's thinking that he's over. So I was like, what they're going to do to me in my one little album, you know what I mean? So
right.
It made me think, and Music from My Heart too, I speak about, if I never win a Grammy, mommy don't ever cry for me, It's like, that was kind of me saying, you know what, there's no pressure, this is just me doing music to express myself, and whatever happens.
Right. Okay.
Okay, I heard that you said that this coming Saturday you have a show to do?
Yeah.
Okay, so when are you going to be touring the U.S.? Anytime soon in the future? Are you coming up on this side?
Yeah, I'm coming to California for Sierra Nevada World Music Festival, and I'm doing about 7 other shows out there too, and I think I'm doing 3 shows in the tri-state area before I go to California, but basically just the West Coast, and I had to cut that short because we leave for Europe on the 5th of July, so
okay.
I'm really looking to come back for an extended run in the U.S. because it's very important to me that I get to bring reggae music there too. We kind of been doing good in Europe and about, after this run in Europe, kind of solidify ourselves there, but we really want to make an impact in the U.S. too. So I know I have a lot more work to do in that regard.
Right. So we had to ask when you come in Houston, because we had to make sure you come Houston.
Trust me, I was looking on some shows, and I saw that there's a festival in down. I'm not sure if it's in Houston, but it's in Texas, or I don't know what part of Texas.
Austin.
It's the Austin Reggae Festival.
Yes,
there
yeah.
How far is Austin from Houston? Like 2 hours?
Yes, 2 hours. Yeah, about 2 hours.
Yeah. So I mean, listen, it's up to you guys to help to get us there, because I mean, we'll come. Listen, I want to play music. It's paramount. It's not about the big money. It's not about that. It's about coming there to play music for the people.
Right.
You guys are on radio, so all y'all have to do is set up a show, man. Let me come do it. No problem. Just fine.
Well, if it's up to me, you're here already.
Yeah, man. Well, we give thanks. We give thanks. The most I can ask for is that the ones go and play the music, and share the music and be excited about it. Because if you all are excited about it, you know, it will reach the people. But everything in its time, man. In its time, I'll be there.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
so are you looking to do any more collaboration in your music, in the next album or with anybody else?
You mean, well, I have some collaborations on this album, on the ATR Share album.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, I know you work with Tessan on this one, right?
Yeah, Tessa and Chin on it and Remy, Virgo. And
Oh, yeah,
I
big
mean,
artists on there.
What?
I say you got big artists on there.
Yeah, man, Remy is dope, one of my favorite artists. And then there's this other girl called Toy and another Virgin called Chris Watson, it who are not as known but really talented artists too.
Right.
But I'm always open to work with artists. I'm not only artists in reggae music, you know, I just want to do music. So hopefully soon enough I can work with some people, you know, from different genres too.
And let me ask you, if you had one choice, somebody come up there and say you could work with one artist tomorrow, you know, right now, who it is?
You catch me off guard. One artist right now.
Right now, they're coming in studio. They're coming in studio right now.
It's gonna be a weird answer. Don't judge me, but probably Lana Del Rey right now.
Okay. Oh, all right. I see
I'd like to do some dope, like real old school rockers with her. It would be great. Trust me.
Yeah, man. I can feel that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So let me ask you, what you think about the you know, the current state of reggae and dancehall music, and you know, in the Jamaican music scene in general. You know, what was your take on how things are?
I feel great. I feel energized. I feel great with the bunch of artists that are coming up now. It's a joy. I feel like I'm a part of a movement. I always wanted to be a part of that late 70s, early 80s running reggae, and now I see talent unlimited. You know what I mean? It's 3 years ago it didn't feel like this, but now it feels like a energy, a resurgence of the youths coming up now, and there's lots of us, and it's all through Rastafari, it's all through spirituality, it's all through the roots reggae movement, and it's exciting right now.
Yeah. I mean, it seems like, and you can tell me if I'm wrong or whatever. It seems like it particularly have a group of y'all as, you know, kind of move together and just kind of have a similar vibe. You know, the likes of you, the likes of Chronics, who's real big now, the likes of Kabaka Pyramid. You know, and it seemed like they're almost like y'all becoming like the new Rat Pack, you know, not necessarily. But you
I
know,
dig.
Far as the music styling, you know.
I get where you're
style,
coming.
yeah, the culture, because we need more culture music, you know. We need that one drop to come back again. You know, I used a one drop when I'm old school, just like you, and we kind of lacking of that. But it's good to have brothers like you still keeping that force and spiritual music going through our youths today. You know, we need more of that in their mind, you know.
Yeah, man, we give thanks, and I mean, it just come together naturally. Like, this whole thing came together just naturally, and the actual place where I'm going to do the show this weekend is a place called Jamnesia, and I haven't been there in over 2 years, and that's where I really got my start. I'm so excited to go back there, because that was my first time on stage there. The School of Jamnesia, it's a live music play, things that happen down by the beach in Bull Bay every other Saturday of the year. And I came up through Jamnesia, Janine, Nomads, Chronics, Kabaka, Raging Fire. That was like schooling on a Saturday night. You would just go there and it would just be,
right.
It would just be, you know, and me and Janine were like before Chronics and Kabaka them in Jamnesia, you know. It's like every year there was a new school. There was like new entries coming into school, and that's where all of us basically met and bonded and really decided, you know, let's keep the unity and keep moving forward.
Right. Okay, yeah, man. And you all had to keep that together and let's keep that vibe, you know. I mean,
yeah, man.
Because like that, I tell you, that song Selassie Soldiers that you and Chronics and Kabaka did. I mean, I'm a fan. So you know, when you came out and did stuff with Kabaka, I was just like, okay, I could feel the vibe. But when Chronics and you and Kabaka and Sizzler, you know, I'm a big Sizzler fan too. When you all did that song, I was like, I had to shut everything down. The first time,
Yeah,
first time I heard that song, I had to
give
shut
thanks.
everything down.
Give thanks, man. Well, that song just came about, and they just kind of did it, and Pastor Chronix did his verse and sent it to Kabaka, and then Kabaka had his verse and then sent it to me, then I did my verse, and then we sent it to Sizzla, and it was just done. It was just one of those energies, you know.
Yeah,
And like me and Kabaka used to live at the same house. Like, enough people don't know that. So it's like his real friendship is not like his music thing. You know them way there's man and man's a real brethren who check for each other, and I love to see my brothers do good and smile. So it's just a joy to see them, everybody, especially since I was the first one out, you know, I would know how good everybody is and they're just not getting the chance, you know, so it would be frustrating for me too.
Right.
And to see everybody getting them exposure and them run now and then. Listen, you should see, like, if I do a show and Kabaka will be in the audience and he's going on like he's a fan, no, he's not going on like he is. And that is the thing, you know, we really want to see each other do good, and
Blessing.
so we
Right,
just need to keep it.
Right. So I noticed that Kabaka always talking about football. And
Yeah.
of course his Champions League, just Champions League.
No,
thing.
those boys, they're too into that stuff. Yeah, that's not my stuff. I just laugh at it because, you know, they get so intense into it. But
Right. All right.
yeah, I used to be, but I don't really get around too much TV no more.
All right, that's cool.
Yeah.
All right, so and before we let you go, obviously you have the new album out, HA Affair, and doing massive things. Let us know anything that going on, anything that you need to let us know about, you know, how we could reach you, you know, if you have a Twitter, you have a MySpace, you know, whoever uses MySpace anymore, Facebook,
Okay.
you know, give us the contact so we could make sure we follow you and keep up with
All right.
you.
Well, my website is protoje.com, and that's PROTOJE. Now everything branches out from there. Like my Twitter, my Facebook, you can find everything there, and everything is just Protoje. Facebook Protoje, Twitter Protoje, and you know, my main thing I try to push online is my SoundCloud, because I have the album there for streaming. So if you want to check out the music, you can just go over to SoundCloud and listen to the whole album.
Right.
Listen to the album in its entirety. And listen it out and see if you want to buy it and support it. And I really want to make it there for you to listen to it. So even if you don't want to buy it yet or not, just go listen to some music and maybe you find a song that you like. And if you like it, just go over to iTunes and support it.
Yeah.
If not, just share it. You know, I just try to put my music online so somebody can share it. So even if you buy the album, you know, if you want to share a song with a friend, you can just go over to SoundCloud and find it. So I encourage everybody to use it up and go over there and spread the music. And we really need the people that like the music to share it. That is the main thing I always try to stress. If you like the music, don't just keep it for yourself. We need the music to spread, and that's how we get on the road.
Sure, yeah.
That's how we get traveling. That's how the thing grows if you share it. So please just share the music.
All right, cool. Well, you know, I definitely want to thank you for calling in. I know it's late. Over there in Jamaica.
No, it's early in musician life. The day's just getting started now. Just about to get into it.
Yes. It's a blessing, man, having you, man. Just enough respect and guidance to you, to you and all in your journey, you know.
Yeah, man. Give thanks, man. And anytime you know a whole reason, just leave a link, you know.
Definitely, and of course,
Much love, much respect for having me.
big respect. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna get into one of your songs actually, and
All right. Which one?
this is Dread. I'm so sorry. No. Actually, this is gonna be No Lipstick. Actually, yeah.
All right.
So if
all
you wanna shout it out, introduce the people to the song, and you know, let them know who they're gonna listen to.
This one is called No Lipstick from my first album, The 7-Year It, released January 2011. Check it out.
Empress, look what I brought for you. Marijuana glisten in the morning dew. She put her lips to my blunt and kiss it. No excuse when she rolls, she spliff. Or she don't even care if it's smudge, no lipstick. Nah, refuse, that's how she rip. She make sure I have some greens with it when I sip it. Then she roll off and roll up my thing. And make me know that anyhow I put it in my lyrics. Then only some girls gon' comprehend. No, she not agree with them policies. No, she burn her trees. No apologies, never needed. On her property, no, it never cease. So she get her peace and her release when she weeded. Like it when it cure, but she have a prefer when it green. Have more THC when she steaming. When me go country and me come back in, she not ask a thing, cause she know what me bring. She put her lips to my blunt and kiss it. No excuse when she smoke, she spliff. For she don't even care if it's smudge, no lipstick then. Now refuse, that's a how she rip. She make sure I have some greens with it when I have some greens with it when I have some greens with it when I sip it. Make sure I have some greens with it when I have some greens with it when I have some greens with it when I. Oh, she love my herb etiquette. Oh, I roll it up so delicate. Oh, I not take a draw before she get a hit. Oh, me driving from far and me alone on the road. Just a move with my lights and my music with. The thought of you just waiting make me reach home safely. Navigate me, baby, I know it's on your brain. When you hear these statements and this message placement, no need to explain what I say. She put her lips to my blunt and kiss it. No excuse when she smoke, she spliff. For she don't even care if it's much, no lipstick there. Now refuse, that's a how she rip. She make sure I have some greens with it when I have some greens with it when I have some greens with it when I sip it. Make sure I have some greens with it when I have some greens with it when I have some greens with it when I. So now she says she grown up and she growing her own from the grown up. From the seed to the stalk till the pound drop. I know I me make the demands when I show up. Then I set sail as I inhale. The surplus is not for sale. Its purpose is much more real. So courteous with how she deal it, but it increase her feeling when I me peel it. She wet it and seal it. Put her lips to my blunt and kiss it. No excuse when she roll, she spliff. For she don't even care if it's much, no lipstick. Now refuse, that's a how she rip. She make sure I have some greens with it when I have some greens with it when I have some greens with it when I sip it. Make sure I have some greens with it when I have some greens with it when I have some greens with it when I. Empress, look what I brought for you. Marijuana glisten in the morning dew. Empress, look what I brought for you. Marijuana glistening, glistening, glistening. Hey.
Continue right here with a man called Protoje. Big tune, Choice 90.9 FM KTSU Thursday night. Don't forget we got the culture love coming up next, so keep it locked in right here.
When the city I go click clack blow your bed. Government fingers and tic-tac toes in it. And while they're working on the X's and O's, I'm living eye and eye like I'm Mr. Kamosi. No surprise when they send infos to me. Opposite of when plain clothes approaching me. Follow the rules is what they propose to me. Selling their souls for what is owed, you see. Nothing is owed, nothing is promised. Never know the government would have run up in a them garrison. Without no sorry, without excuse. Soldier money in them lorry, everybody get abused. And everybody have them views now. The media is owned, so know where you get your news from. And the blood up on them shoes now. When them walk in the trace, look them hard in them face and say, Kingston. Kingston, which can't quantify. Ray and couldn't sanctify. Say enough of them sent to die. So the city I intensify. Say the ghetto them a gentrify. Well nobody no identify. Nobody's unidentified and just a lie there. Then where the gun there? Dead pan Saturday, buried Sunday. Like Solomon a gun day. Like a no sons of Solomon them have done day. Leonard how will a pinnacle and them land day. Subdivision them deal it under day. So learn it cause them come back with them plan day. So tell me how far do you wanna go now? Hey, cause them we rat-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta when you pop out, pow, wow, wow.